What's up, guys? Welcome to the Success Talk. We're sustaining success inside and out is the topic. I'd like to welcome our special guest, who's a real estate investor, cash buyer, and serial entrepreneur, Mr. Kevin Moore. Kevin, I appreciate you coming on. How you doing today?
What's happening, man? It's. I want to thank you, man, for allowing me to come on here. Definitely appreciate it. Man, it's a honor and a privilege, man. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
No doubt, bro. I'm doing well myself, man. The feeling is mutual. So let's get right into it. What does the seven-letter word success mean to you?
Man, success to me. Well, to me, actually, like it's success is a big deal to me, man. Basically, to me, success comes from just having discipline and basically having your focus on whatever it is that you're trying to do, putting in the time, putting in the effort, and over time, you know, everybody would hope that success would come to fruition from, doing those things.
No doubt, no doubt. Okay.
Big deal.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you sharing that perspective. Now, I guess let's go ahead and take a deep dive for the audience. Can you share a bit about yourself, starting with where you were born and raised, and briefly summarize how we got here today?
Okay, yeah, I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. You know, it's in the Midwest. It's an interesting place, man. It's a very interesting place. It could be a dangerous place, depending on where you live at. My family, they were good people. They did the best that they could do, but pretty much grew up not having much money. Not having much resources. My family was a loving family, but the thing that I think taught us the most and instilled in us the most was they taught us how to survive. So that's a big part of contributing to who I am today.
No doubt, no doubt. Awesome, man. And I like to add to that. The first time Kevin and I met was back in 2019. I had this investment property wholesale deal that was in very rough condition, needed a lot of work. Believe it was a two family. Long story short, Kevin owned some property in the area. I ended up tracking him down through my unique cold calling skills, and he ended up purchasing that property. And thankfully for us, and a lot of people I do business with, I don't maintain a relationship with. We just don't click on some cylinders. But with Kevin and I, we ended up clicking, and we've been able to, form a relationship somewhat beyond business to the point where where we're here today, sharing this moment. And I feel like it was great to bring him on because he, in addition to him being a real estate investor, he has a great perspective on life, and it also has his hands in other pots that we'll get into. But Kevin, I'm curious, at what age did you become an entrepreneur?
Well, for me, it started young, man. I was the kid that was kind of breaking the rules, going to I go to Kroger, Walmart, or the dollar store, and I buy bags of candy,
Hmm.
and then I take them to elementary school, man, and
Right,
sell it and make a profit.
right, right.
We weren't technically allowed to do it, but that's I guess the earliest example I could think of, like elementary school and middle school, selling
Mm-hmm.
slang and candy.
Slanging candy. I got you. So it was in your genes all along. It was
I'm
in.
sorry.
I said it was in your genes all along. It was in your DNA to become an entrepreneur type stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No doubt, no doubt.
for sure. And then as I got older, it kind of, I took a turn and was kind of doing some stuff I shouldn't have did. Like as I grew up, I probably should have asked you if I could go into, you know.
You go ahead and explain yourself. Explain your story.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Well, I kind of was involved in things I shouldn't have been involved in. Like, as I got a little older, it went from selling candy to then I was, selling weed and, things like things like that. Just I've had the entrepreneurial, blood in me my entire life. It's just I didn't necessarily have the education or the know-how as far as like the more positive ways to go about it.
Right.
So I kind of spent some years going about it, in a negative fashion, which ultimately ended up leading to me. I did a 6-year prison sentence.
Oh
I'm not
wow.
sure if we talked about that before.
No, we didn't. We didn't.
Yeah, I was convicted when I was 20,
Okay.
and I did 6 years in prison.
Hmm.
And that's in prison. That's where it clicked as far as the education part of it.
Hmm.
Like I pretty much treated the time as if I was in college. Like I did nothing but read books.
Right.
Um, Met some very knowledgeable brothers on the inside,
Hmm.
and actually the entire way that I learned real estate was a guy that I met while I was serving my 6-year sentence. He
Wow.
was actually a millionaire real estate investor
Yeah.
that just dealt with some of the wrong people and basically made some mistakes in his life outside of real estate, which ended up causing him to be convicted. And I think he
Hmm.
did 6 or 8 years of himself. But
Hmm.
we met along going through that same journey, and he pretty much poured into me everything that he knew. So he
Right.
educated on a lot of things, and I got out and ran with it and never looked back. I
Man,
was just
that's what's up. Right. That's what's up. That's really, alchemism right there. Just being able to turn nothing into something right there. That's what's up for sure. So, at this current stage, how many pieces of property do you own, rental and commercial?
let me see. Hold on, let me count.
Hmm. Take your time. Take your time.
22 doors right now.
22 doors. That's what's up. That's what's up, brother. I'm proud of you and I'm happy for you, man. Just learning more about your story to go from that to owning 22 doors. Congratulations on that, brother.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks. It's just keeping a balance, man. I'm more so starting to be more of a holder myself. I sold a lot, like
Right.
flipped a lot,
Mhm.
so I'm more so kind of turning into more of a like residual guy, like every month, just
Right. Passive
keep.
income. No doubt. No doubt. So, how many would you like to own?
Oh man, it's a man. If you asked me this a year ago, I would probably say 100.
Mhm.
If you ask me now, I'm I'm not I'm not all the way sure, man. 100 is fine, but it's once you start getting to a certain level,
Mhm.
like it's more so all about the system. Like you have to have a system that can actually handle that type of load, or
Right.
it could essentially all implode.
Right.
If you don't if you have too much and you can't properly manage it, you don't have the infrastructure and the team, and
Right.
it's counterproductive.
Got you. Got you. No. So, I definitely get where you're coming from right there. You definitely want to be able to build with a solid foundation versus, just building out of control.
Yeah, and I'm actually in a phase now in my life where I'm more so diversifying
Mhm.
my investments, because my first I've been out of prison 5 years
Mhm.
now,
Mhm.
but basically my first like 4 years I pretty much put every single penny that I had into real estate. I was
Mhm.
working warehouse job. I worked when I first got out. I was hungry, man. The
Mhm.
only thing that I knew, I just knew I wasn't going back. That was the only
Right.
thing that I knew. So,
Right.
I said I do whatever I need to do not to go back. I had a son at the time. I have more kids now, but But yeah, I knew I wasn't going back, so I was working a demolition job, making minimum wage, tearing down buildings. Probably asbestos field buildings. Who knows? It was a horrible job, but I worked that, and I worked at Frisch's as well. I don't know if Frisch's people know what that is, but it's like a little
Barber
fast
shop.
food. Yeah,
Right, right,
worked there, and it was kind of, I guess, considered crappy jobs, but I
yeah,
had a plan, so I just used it to get myself together, build my credit up. Then I ended up finding a better job, which was at Tyson Foods. Started at the bottom and worked my way up to a pretty high level management position.
okay,
Uh, that was salary, had my own office, all that good stuff,
right,
lab, all that. But at the end of the day, I was thankful, but I always wanted more than that. And
mm-hmm.
I wasn't happy, man. So
Mm-hmm.
I did what I needed to do to become financially free.
Right,
And
right.
moving
No looking
forward,
back. No
yeah,
looking back.
not,
Exactly.
not at all.
No doubt,
And
no doubt, bro. Yeah, man, that's inspiring right there. One thing I believe in is how you are in one area of life is how you will be in all areas of life. This belief has really maybe become more aware of the correlation between what happens in my business and what happens in my personal life. So, one correlation on my personal values, I've discovered they basically are the same as my business values, and as long as I'm upholding those values, I go to sleep feeling successful every night. So if you don't mind, can you share three of your values, business or personal, that that you utilize, and can you explain these values and also how you utilize them on your day-to-day basis to help you feel successful despite outer circumstances?
man, okay, yeah, man, that's a great you know analogy that you used or whatnot. That I agree with that 100%, man. It's funny that you say that because I talk about that sometimes.
Mm,
It's very similar, if not the same, like your personal values, and
mhm.
you have to be able to translate that over to your business as well,
No doubt.
because I'm big on some. You said three, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Or
sir. And how you utilize them.
I would say honesty, like that. That's a big one, man.
No doubt.
That's a big one. I was just telling my son the other day. We was having a conversation, and I was just letting him know, like, just as a man, like all you have is your word.
Right.
So when you say something, you want to be able to stand on that. You want to keep your name good. It's the same in business. It's the same in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You want to keep your name good, because once your name is bad, there's a lot of times there's no coming back from that.
No
So
doubt.
honesty
That's real.
is huge. I would say, it's after honesty, I would say you want to try your best to um, be like timely as well. Stuff happens sometimes, but you want to try your best to uphold it. Like if you say you're gonna do something at this day and time, or whatever that deadline is, you want to try your best to uphold that.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of it all kind of ties into keeping your name good, like as far as everything I'm gonna discuss.
Right.
But that's big. You want to try your best, and if something comes up, you want to, at least if you can, you want to try to communicate it,
Mm-hmm.
to keep everybody on the same page.
Right.
Let's say the third one. I'm big on being yourself, man. Like being
Mm-hmm.
true to who you are.
Right.
Um, and I'm growing into that more and more. Like just the confidence associated with that and everything. Like as far as like just standing on who you are, like not trying to fake yourself into a certain mold to fit in, or
No
stuff
doubt.
like that. Just like I think just black people as a whole, like we need to be confident and like not trying to adhere to someone else's system that was already set in play before we got here. I
Mm-hmm.
think we need to get comfortable in being able to be who we are and conduct business and not have to put on some false facade, but still keeping it professional,
No
keeping
doubt,
it
no doubt.
honest. But don't be afraid to be you, because it's only one you, man. And
Mm.
if you're not being you, then the world is missing you. So
That's so real, bro. That it giving me goosebumps, man. That what everything you said was 100% accurate, and I completely align with that last part. Though it really stood out to me just from the standpoint of being you. But you say, if you're not being you, then the world is missing you. And one thing that I'm doing just with my brand and with my YouTube channel, everything is, is sharing my life story and giving people advice based off my life story. And that's very important because, like you said, that's the most unique thing that we have is our life story. So yeah, brother, I understand exactly where you're coming from. I appreciate you sharing that perspective. You know, some of the people that are tuning in are new real estate investors, specifically wholesalers. And with you being a cash buyer yourself, what's something that you look for when working with wholesalers, whether it's a character trait or a business trait? Is there anything that you look for in them that sets them apart from the herd of others that are wholesalers?
yeah, well, I would say, man, I would say the things that's important to me are I naturally gravitate towards people that have a more long term mindset, like as far as like when it comes to business, like because we don't have to just do one transaction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for somebody that we can grow together, like we can help each other out. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon in my mind.
Right,
So
right.
I don't, well, I'm trying to articulate in words what I'm thinking right now. So
Got you.
so what I'm trying to say is sometimes people, they're only looking at one transaction,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like it's kind of like a fast, like, all right, let's do this. I can make the money now, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm out,
No
type
doubt.
of thing.
No
You know
doubt.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I look for, I like long term people, like, and when I meet people, I explain to them like, hey, I'm a long term guy. Like, what I mean is, let's say if I'm dealing with contractors and getting flips done, I try to explain to the new contractors that I meet, like, hey, I've been doing this for such and such long. I do about this much volume. I always have work. So we wanna do good business. From day one, and we can do business for years,
Right.
opposed to you rushing trying to just get some money real quick, and you're not doing good quality work, or your morals and standards may be off,
Right.
and you just get this one opportunity and make some money, but looking at the big picture, you burn a bridge. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So,
Understand exactly what you're saying, and just to kind of explain more to the audience and unpack it more. Where Kevin is coming from right there, and you as a new real estate investor, a new wholesaler listening to this, the perspective that you got to have, guys, is every deal you can't be trying to get rich or hit a home run on every deal. Sometimes it's better to have the relationship of having someone that's like, hey, that guy just gave me a great deal at whatever price it was. But as long as it's a win for you and you can get the property sold, don't focus on making be a $10,000 deal or X amount of dollar deal when the spread just really isn't there. So an example of this, and I'll just go into a little bit. Kevin, with with my first investment property just a couple of months ago, earlier this year, I decided to get rid of it. It was a lot of headache for me. It was a lot of work that needed to be done right then and there. Kevin really helped me out by taking it off my hands, and the sum of money or whatever that I received up front, it wasn't as much as I wanted to receive just due to the fact of me holding it and how I was holding it. But it was great just from me getting it off my hands And also with our relationship, he got a great opportunity with a great property in the appreciating area. So it was a win-win situation, and me not being focused on earning however much money and just making it about the money itself, that could have hindered a lot of things, a lot of possibilities. So have a bigger picture. Is that fair to say, Kevin, that we on the same page?
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Because at the end of the day, like me and you, even after this podcast, we'll continue to do business like for
No doubt.
years. Maybe 40, 50-year-old men, 60-year-old men still doing business and making
Exactly.
money.
Exactly.
Like, and that's why I try to just explain to everybody, like, it's really stop looking at everything as a sprint, because it's really a marathon, man. Like, the more you get into it, I mean, it's exciting to get out here and do your first deal, and all it's real exciting, but it's really you'll burn yourself out quick, man.
Mhm.
And you'll gas out quick, treating it just like a sprint. It's long term more so marathon.
That's real, bro. Man, so guys, hold on to that. So, Kevin, real estate investing isn't the only business occupying your time right now. You also have your hands in some other pots. Can you share with us a little bit about what you're into briefly?
Okay, yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'm transitioning now. Like at first, like I said, I put 100% of my blood, sweat, tears, resources, just devoted my life to pretty much real estate. My first, like, man, 3.5, 4 years being out. And then I started to kind of branch out and diversify, because I felt like I kind of made it to a certain level where I had the funds to diversify and kind of do more. And also, I guess it would make uh me financially stronger, and be safer if my money is spread out and multiple streams and different industries. So I started a trucking company.
Mhm.
So that's a big thing that I do. We got several trucks running every 5 to 6 days a week in the Midwest. uh and with that, we did what people told us that we couldn't do. We get we we defied the odds with that as well. So that's going good.
Doing numbers. I got you.
I also do credit repair.
Okay.
So I help a lot of people out. I
Mhm.
could turn a person's credit profile all the way around, like
Mhm.
like nothing.
Yeah.
um and also, I'm a real estate agent as well. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I have clients that I help purchase homes or sell homes for.
No doubt.
So,
That's what's up, man. It's definitely good to have those multiple streams of income and risk diversification as well. So now what I think we're all interested in hearing is mentally, how do you balance all of it?
oh, and just to add in too on the last, I'm also in the cryptocurrency as well.
Me too. That's crazy, Rob. On my next phase of things, I'm going to be teaching a lot about that. But that's big. I guess real quick, what's your top three coins or tokens that you're into?
Well, I say, you can't, in my opinion, you can't go wrong with the. I mean, this isn't financial advice. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
I just want to throw that out there.
Right.
I'm not saying that you should buy these coins or
Mhm.
do anything in particular. I'm just saying what I do.
Exactly.
Um, I for me, I haven't been able to go wrong with Bitcoin, Ethereum.
Yep.
I like Cardano,
Okay.
and I do dibble and dabble in the meme coins. I made some money off of Dogecoin.
Okay. Okay.
I got some Safe Moon. I got some Shib.
Yeah.
You know,
That's what's up. That's what's up.
and I'm transitioning now into like nodes and things like that. So
Yep.
I'm kind of submersing myself deeper into it.
That's
Yeah.
what's up. So are you staking any Cardano right now?
So yeah. With that is really like I'm not a crypto expert,
I
but
got you.
like I realize that cryptocurrency is changing the world, and everybody that's in now and in before, 10 years from now,
Yep.
they're going to be very happy.
Yes,
You
sir.
know,
Yes, sir.
when time the learning curve catches up and everybody, because it's just growing, man. Man is growing, and just more and more people is adopting this, man, and this is really life changing. I think cryptocurrency is the biggest opportunity that we've ever had in history to close the wealth gap.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, you're 100% right. I'm getting goosebumps, bro, because it's I've literally like a 2 months ago, I started learning about it. I started investing in crypto about a month ago. Um, one thing that you should check out as well is VV. I don't know if you've heard about that. Have you heard of VV?
I'm not sure.
It's like NFTs, like they sound with Marvel,
I
Disney.
Yeah, I think I did. I've
Okay.
been learning more on. I figured out that Twitter is like the absolute best place, man.
Right. They be having a lot of people on there for no doubt, no
Yeah,
doubt. That's what's up, bro. Look, that's an unexpected gem for you guys. That was not in my questions at all. But definitely, well, I can't say definitely, but just listen to what we're saying and make your own educated decisions off of that, guys. Um, one question: has there ever been a time throughout your journey, after everything that you've done and everything that you're doing and everything you've been through, um, that you've thought about giving up and just throwing in the towel? And if so, then if you don't mind, can you share when and why you didn't throw in the towel?
man, for sure. Yeah. So I just want to say this off top, to all the new investors or people that's wanting to get into real estate or whatever industry that you want to get into, because this applies to every industry, everybody. Um, it's not gonna be easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is, whatever you want to do is not gonna be easy. I like the get rich quick scheme stuff. It's not real. It doesn't it doesn't exist. So
Right.
get that out of your head. Anything that you want to do, you have to put the time and effort in. You got to put the time to learn it, man. Put the effort into it. And anything that you do in life where you have the possibility to make life-changing amounts of money, it is not going to be easy. So just get that out your head that it's going to be easy, because it's not. And it's okay that it's not easy. The thing that will separate you, this thing alone will determine whether you're going to be successful or not. And the one thing is, don't give up. That's the only thing. Like, if you stay with what you're doing and keep working it, keep failing, sometimes you have to fail yourself to success. That's really a thing.
Yeah.
So just stay with it. That's going to separate you, because so many people, they give up right before the breakthrough.
Yep.
Like, they put all of this hard work, they learn stuff, they try it for a few months, maybe a year or two, they get tired and throw in the towel, and it's probably right before they breakthrough that's going to change the entire trajectory of their life, their family's life. So I would say just don't give up, but absolutely yes. Even now I go through certain things where it's like, you it's like the enemy throwing doubt in your mind, like, it's you shouldn't be doing this, it's not working, and you may fail at certain things. Like, I'll say this, like, it's not fun, you know having $80,000 of your money invested into stuff, and you over invested, like, in Christmas time is coming up, and you got to get the kids presents, but you don't really got no money. Like, it's nothing fun. It's not that'll make you think about certain things.
Right.
So
No doubt.
but the payoff is in there, man. Trust yourself, stay with it, man. Like, even if it takes 5-10 years, like, do not give up. I promise, if you stay with it, you'll adapt, you'll figure it out, you'll get the right relationships, you'll meet the right people,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll work. It'll work. It will work.
That's what's up, bro. That was a fucking that was a a halftime speech right there. That was real though, man. That's so freaking real right there, bro. Everything you said, guys, everything that he just said is why I wanted him on this channel. And it's like we've had conversations before, but it's been a like really great being able to go into depth more on this specific episode, just because like I've always felt the same energy there, but it's the same mindset. He's 100% right. And also one thing that I love about, people that I work with and that I naturally connect with, money is never a means to an end. Money is just a tool to conquer something else. So they're not valuing the money as a means to an end. It's more about what they can do with that money and why they want to, that makes them want to acquire the money. So that's something for you guys to hold on to as well. Last question, by your definition in the beginning that you gave, do you consider yourself successful, and why?
Yeah, I would say yes. I've been told, and I'm working on it, but I don't give myself enough credit for the things that I've accomplished. And I'm working on that, but it's so much that I want. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm I'm thankful and I'm happy with where I'm at, but ultimately I want to continue to progress. I have goals, and I'm one of those people that always feel like I could do more.
Right.
More to be done. Like you did however many deals this year, like, but you can do more. Like
Right. Right.
I'm one of those. So I always be critiquing myself, but I think from the outside looking in, I have a unique story. Like as far as if somebody statistically wise would break the story down and see my past and where I came from and see where I've made it today, I think that could help inspire some people, and other people would view me as successful. But yeah, I think I'm decent.
I got you. Modest, definitely modest. Rather, that's real right there, man. But that modesty right there is what keeps you another thing that keeps you going to chase new heights, new levels. You never satisfied with their previous level that you attained. So that keeps us going, man. That's what's up. Um, Kevin, bro, thanks again for coming on and sharing your perspective. I wish you nothing but more success and growth. Definitely share your social media with the audience as well. And also, can you share any last words that you would, like to leave with the audience?
Yeah. Hold on, let me find my other phone so I can give y'all. Well, my name I have Facebook
Mhm.
and I have Instagram.
Mhm.
My name is Kmo Kev, KMOKEV.
Okay.
Um, I also have a YouTube channel as well. It's Kmo Kev 513. I haven't really posted on there like I should. I try to get better with that to kind of take everybody along on a journey more so with me, but I kind of got a bad habit of doing a lot of things, accomplishing a lot of things, and not really talking about it, and just being like, dang, I could have shared this, and this maybe could have helped or inspired somebody. And but
Mhm.
I'm aware of that. But
I got you.
if you if you follow me on Facebook, I'm a real person. I'm not. I'm like I said earlier. I'm myself always. So just be prepared.
No doubt. And Kevin, also, bro, when we get off this interview, text me over your YouTube channel and also social media. I'm gonna edit that in the description and all that as well, bro. Um, cool, bro. So yeah, that again, bro. Thanks for coming on, and audience, appreciate you guys for watching. Any last words or anything you want to leave them with? I'll let you. The floor is yours.
Man, just like kind of piggybacking off of what I was saying before, like, man, if just don't give up. If I can do it, like, do not give up. Like with my record and my past, like there's just look at me, like I'm not any more special. I didn't have any advantages. I had nothing but disadvantages. I had a violent, felonies on my record, and man, I made it out. Like I thank God by the grace of God, but I'm not special. If I could do it, literally anybody could do it, man. So just be encouraged. Don't give up. I know you, long as it's in your heart, man, go with what's in your heart. Don't let anybody sometimes you got to keep your dreams and your goals tucked. You can't tell everybody because even your family and loved ones sometimes may unconsciously, say things that hurt you, and and it, a lot of people I witnessed them, they gave up on their dreams because of it. So if you got the passion in your heart, nobody will see your vision like you will see it, but you're the only one supposed to be able to see it like that. So
Mhm.
long as you see it, don't lose faith, don't lose sight, push forward every day, do something, to bring you closer to accomplishing your goal. You don't have to go out and do a million things every day. Just you could do one thing every day. Lay one brick every day. And then, over time, you'll look back and you'll have a huge wall or a huge something built just off of laying one brick every day. You don't have to come out and try to lay 50,000 bricks every day. That's how you could burn yourself out as well and stress yourself out even more. So slow and steady wins the race. Man, y'all got it, man. Believe in yourself, man.
There it is, guys. Pace yourself. It's all about your breathing. Kevin, bro, appreciate you coming on. Make sure y'all go and connect with him on the socials. And until next time, as always, get the stepping. All right, bro. That was nice, bro.